All right, here we are once again here in Ontario. We had sub-zero temperatures last night. There's no snow like they had some places, but definitely lots of frozen ice under the snow that's left. It's like Iceland here, so to speak. Even though the driveways look clear and the road looks clear and all those puddles that were under the ice are still there because it just froze right in place. And there is snow in the forecast, even though the sky has a blue spot in it. That's the first blue spot in the sky I've seen all day. It's about 32 degrees here, or 0 Celsius. Still, it's supposed to get up to 34 to 36 before sunset, and then drop back down. Warmer days are coming, if you want to believe the forecast. That's what it's telling us. I was really looking forward to getting out there and doing some vlogging, but at these temperatures I absolutely can't because the gimbal in the phone just won't handle it. Won't handle it at all. In fact, the phone is giving up pretty quick, and sometimes it's having trouble recording just where we are in the house. More than 5 minutes at a time. We are not sure why. But it is obsolete and can't get updates. Hasn't been able to update for months. So pretty much nothing else is working on the phone. These videos are all we got. Some recordings, I should say. It will still do some live streaming too, for a limited amount of time. I've had it vary from 30 minutes to 2 hours, somewhere in that neighborhood. Sometimes it'll do 30 minutes live, sometimes it'll do 2 hours. And then it'll go unresponsive. It'll continue streaming, but you won't be able to end the stream or do anything with the phone because it'll just be completely frozen in time. You simply have to go on another device and end the stream and try to get the phone to reboot. We keep watching for local events as well, and they will be coming up, but it's still a little bit early for the events. They don't really start until March. I believe the first one is the second or third week in March. Possibly a little bit earlier than that. It depends on when if and when they have a Toy-Con this year. The Toy-Con used to be in August, but last year they had it in March. This year they haven't scheduled one yet. So we have no clue when or where. That's not really a free event, though. That costs a little bit of money. Not a lot, though. But it can be a fun time. Crowded fun, but fun. Comic book day is another one. If we have a comic book day here, usually they're very, very crowded. You can't really do much vlogging at the comic book store because there's too many bodies. But the march to and from is a whole different story. Even though probably most of that march is going to be on a bus. because the comic book store is a fair distance from where we live. Anyway, it's a chilly day here in Ontario. We had our games. We did our updates, our game updates this morning. And no podcasts. I don't know. I would love to continue them, but podcast is not much of a podcast if it's one person, and the people who were doing it with me are not really anymore. Once in a while, and others who said they would like to do it have found other things to do rather than that, or always have better things to do other than that, even though they said they would like to podcast. So, which is fine, perfectly fine but it makes it difficult to do them as an individual. We were enjoying watching Mr. Works with his new electric bike all weekend, running around Philadelphia where it was 50 or 60 degrees. Like they were telling us it was supposed to be here. Unfortunately, we seen nothing like that. I did get out there a couple times and do some vlogs. Unfortunately, the gimbal held up to 35, 36 degrees. And we did get a couple of shutdowns, and the phone gave us a little trouble on one of them. Actually stopped recording and we didn't notice, so half of the vlog that we did had to be redid in a reverse order, because I just turned around and went back the way I came. Which is suitable, I'm assuming. In my mind, anyway. So I hope you're all enjoying the day. Well, like I said, I am thinking about downloading another game, but I don't know. Hearthstone is a nice game. It's fun. I've never been able to figure it out a whole bunch about it. And it's kind of old. But there are people, when I do a search for Hearthstone, not many people are streaming it, but the ones that do get many, many viewers. You can get a lot of interest in it. And again, like Magic the Gathering, which is sort of a Dungeon and Dragons based game, or at least that's how it started out. Now it tries to fit into many themes. Hearthstone is more Warcraft based, and it's the original, so there's that. Magic the Gathering is a Johnny-come-lately that didn't imitate Hearthstone in look, but in essence it did. Use Dungeons and Dragons characters to get started making a card game. There is a blue sky coming in. That's not necessarily good news, because that just sucks any heat that we're getting right back out of the atmosphere. There's quite a steady breeze out there too. And even though it is above zero, or 0 and above right now, that breeze has a wind chill to it. That still makes it feel below 0. We will be so happy when after Groundhog Day and all that, then I think the warming is going to become clearer. I think we're going to. I'm hoping, yeah, we're going to have a fairly early spring as far as the weather goes, so that we can get out there and do some stuff. I don't know how long it's going to take for this phone to come. I was told that people have their feelers out for it, but every time I bring some stuff up, I'm told still looking. Even though I have looked at websites and prices and trade-in values, I'm told that our account's not eligible for that trade-in. I don't understand why. We have one account out of 3 that is eligible for trade-in. It has been for months, but I don't know. I don't know what they're waiting for. What I do know is it's going to be a very quiet summer if this phone quits, because it's all I got. Or can't pick up my PC and carry it out the door, that's for sure. And this old phone is all I have. And even the PC is kind of outdated and having a tougher and tougher time getting through each day with the stuff we try to do with a PC. Even the editing of these videos is a struggle for it now on some days. More USB devices I plug in, the tougher time it has, so I can't have my extra hard drives and my gimbal charging or transfer by USB, because it causes overheating. If you do more than a mouse and a keyboard, pretty much. Sometimes I can get away with the camera, other times it makes the computer freeze or overheat. Anyway, I hope you guys are going to like and follow and subscribe to my channel. If you would like, we do have a link for buy me a cup of coffee and my Amazon wish list, and you could buy a host a cup of coffee by dropping payment on PayPal. The PayPal address is there. We are pretty close, and if I could do some live walks, I think it'll boost it right over the top. But as of now, we can't do live walks. I can't walk more than 40 feet away from the router, live anyway, and I lose signal. I can out in the backyard near the fence. You can see right there the fence. If I'm near that fence, I do receive signal from Wi-Fi. I can get notifications and whatnot, but I cannot stream from there. There's not enough. I guess there's not enough speed in this phone. Give me the upload speed I need for streaming. I've tried, and it's ugly. It's an ugly picture trying to stream from the back of this building outside. Even on the balcony is tough. Better days are coming now. It is, we are definitely at the end of January, which means that no matter what way you look at it, there's only 6 more weeks of winter in either direction you look. We're 6 weeks away from spring, but usually warm weather will start before that. I've had usually Valentine's Day is our first warm day, sometimes a little bit earlier than that. I'm not sure that's going to happen this year, but it could. It could very much happen now because that's how it usually happens. But here in Canada too, on the other hand, it can warm up, and then on Mother's Day you can have a 4 or 5 inches of snow overnight. That's how Canada rolls. But climate change is pretty much got things so whacked out it doesn't know the difference between summer and winter sometimes. Summer is so hot you can't go outside without burning your skin off. And winter is more like a spring and fall. Especially the last, each year it gets worse. In the last 2 years, it's getting warmer and warmer. And yeah, we've had snow, but not hardly what we're used to. We've had one small snowstorm this year, and the ground stays white because we've had flurries off and on. And it's been so cold that the snow was dry, so when it rained, the rain went right through. So the rain is puddled underneath the snow and just froze there. It gets cold enough every night to refreeze everything solid. And then it's so cold that even if it rained, it soaks it back up, and it takes heavy sunshine to melt it away. And even now with the breaks in the clouds up there, you see, we don't have no really good sunshine. We've just been living in the shadows here. Anyway, like I said, I hope you'll like and subscribe. We are trying very hard. We have the games going for a certain amount of entertainment, and I know it's only an hour, but if I, without the dailies and the challenges and stuff, Magic the Gathering is sometimes not a whole lot of fun. So going past that hour, you get 30 minutes or so, you're finished with your daily, and then there's not much else going on in the game. There's used to be very popular, and I used to get 3,000 to 4,000 people watching on Facebook, but the game has dropped off in many ways. Anyway, just thought I'd keep you up to date and let you know where we're at. We are getting so much closer to getting out there and doing those events. And we'll be out there before that 6 weeks goes by, because I think the second week in March, possibly pushing into the third weekend of March, is the first downtown Main Street Festival. The one that me and Ellie went to last year with all the music and the vendors and everything. And we will definitely be hitting that one way or the other. That's like I said, even before school is out. We've been in discussion about a couple other things. Hopefully, some of the stuff that I've heard talk about, we'll be able to do. I suppose we'll see when the time comes. Anyway, I'm going to let you go for now. See you later. Bye-bye.